Welcome to Under the Lights with the McKnights. Welcome to Under the Lights with the McKnights. I am Lonnie McKnight. I'm sorry. This is Kendrick McKnight. We are your hosts of the show. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hopefully, Kendrick don't copyright me on that.
Yeah.
Oh, hey man, my guy Kendrick has been on a roll, man. He done dropped like 4 straight episodes, man. From what is it, Beneath the Surface? You did an NBA take, man. Like what's going on, man? Why the push all of a sudden?
Yeah. Just putting the work in, man, and putting as much content out there. And plus what helps is the job that I have now where I work in the mornings and I get off at high afternoons. So I still got the whole day or, afternoon and up to the evening time to do something. And also too, um, my internship as well, articles out. So I'm a busy guy, man.
Yeah,
But
man. I was like,
um,
God, dog, dude, you just been on a roll, man.
yeah, like I mean, any goal or any aspiration that you want, it's not gonna come to you.
Yeah,
That's one of the biggest things that I've learned from my mom is that anything that you want, it's not gonna just come to you. You gotta go get it. So
yeah,
um, yeah, I just been on a solid stretch of content. So
yeah, man. And it's really good to see, like I said, the growth and the progress, not only with just you as a person, but like the channel itself, right? Like you've had your channel for quite a while, and us doing 5 years,
5 years, yeah.
5 years, and the short that we did about Shador Sanders hit 1,000 views within like 2 days. Um, people may not think that's a lot, but if you guys know, or if you guys knew how much work Kendrick put into his content, how much thought, like a lot of these things, man, like I'm blessed and I feel grateful to be part of it. Um, it's nice to see him put the work in, and the fruits of his labor is slowly but surely starting to show. So, man, once again, I just want to give you your flowers for continuously doing the work that you need to do in order to feel full. So
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate that. And also too, with this is your idea of doing, under the lights, and I was with it from the beginning, and so, um, yeah, any kind of video or any kind of content anybody wants to do that involves me, like I'm all in, and um, let's like grow together. So,
yeah.
uh, yeah, I'm ready to rock and roll.
All right. Well, Kendrick, you know what I'm saying? Panthers got the W, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
4-3, above 500. First time being over 500 since 2021. First time being 500 within the first 7 games since 2019. What were you doing in 2019, Kendrick? What was that
2019.
for you?
I was in college in 2019. Struggling.
Man, yeah. 2019. Ooh, that was quite the time. I was not living my best life. I was living. Oh well, let me not say that. I was living a interesting life. I'll say that. I ain't have no kids. I didn't have a girl. I was most definitely partying. Um, having fun. A little too much fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's nice to see that we're starting to really find our identity as a team. It felt like it was a little long overdue, especially since DT David Tepper has took over. Seems like he really just took a back seat to a lot of things, and once he did that, we start winning a little bit. Um, Ugly game. I think we both said it would be an ugly game, or it wouldn't be the best game. What were your thoughts on, what happened against the Jets?
Yeah, very ugly game, but I expected that. The New York Jets defense is like the best thing about them, whereas the offense is the total opposite. It's just trash. Um, but I expected it to be a very defensive sounded game, um, where we only had one touchdown, where Bryce threw it to, not Bryce, was it Andy or Bryce that threw it to
It was Bryce.
yeah, to Xavier. And so I mean, great game. Of course, I'll take any win, but um our offense was solid for the most part. Bryce managed the game very well, as much as he could until his injury. That scared me honestly, but he's going to
Yeah,
miss one game, week 8 against the Bills. But I feel like, in my opinion, anyway, I think that's the biggest game of our season against one of the very best in the AFC. So definitely a solid timing, especially on this 3-win streak, um, and really see where we can go with it. Um, but the Jets game, it was good. I expected us to win. I told a couple of people if we lost, I was going to crash out, because the Jets really, they're just horrible. I expected Justin Fields to make some type of impact out there, but I don't know what's going on. And Tyrod Taylor isn't the very best either, so I don't know what they're going to do out there. But their defense is great.
yeah. I thought it was like you said, I thought it was a great defensive game on both sides of the ball. Of course, we had the better. We had 6 sacks. That's been unheard of uh, since Luke Kuechly played, pretty much. Um, for us to have 6 sacks, hold them to I think like 84 rushing yards, I believe so. So that helps our average. 2 interceptions by J.C. Horn. First, okay, hold on. Y'all better put respect on J.C. Horn name, bro. He he is a top 5 corner when healthy, and he has been showing it. This man has 2 one-handed picks easily. Like this. It's not like he's going like this. He's going like this
Yeah.
forward. It's really impressive. By far one of the best press corners I've seen since I really started to understand football. Mike Jack had a pretty solid game. Yes, even though it was against the
Wasn't
Jets.
wasn't the first one-handed in the first game against the
Yep,
Jags?
the Jaguars. Yep.
Yeah.
Mike Jack, he had a solid game. Now I know like there's not a lot of receivers in the Jets, but that's something that can boost his confidence. Um, if Derek Brown continues to stay healthy for this season, he should be first team All Pro and possibly comeback player of the year. This
Yeah.
man had 7 tackles, 2 sacks. He had 7 tackles, 2 sacks, and 3 PBUs. As a defensive tackle, 3 PBUs in one game, that's kind of crazy. But that just goes to show how active he is as a D lineman, and his presence is felt. We've had 16 pressures. There were a lot of things that were really good that we did. Offense, I can't really complain. It wasn't bad. I felt like we were just trying to get Chuba too involved, if that makes sense, rather than just like, just bringing him back slowly. Like let
Yeah.
him feel for it. Rather, I feel like that's what we were just kind of doing a little bit. Rico, he did solid splitting carries. I'm pretty sure if Chuba had less of a load or didn't play as much, Rico would have easily got 100 yards. I the only thing I would say, we got to find a way to get T Mac more involved. because like I was telling you, I don't know if it was the first or second episode. Like I just feel like T Mac is we use him in the first half, but not the second half, or it's the other way around. And like I don't want he doesn't need to be a stationary player. Like we drafted him high for a reason. So like we have to utilize that. But overall, uh it sucks that Bryce is injured, because I feel like that this game against the Bills would have been, really a game like, hey, we're not playing. Like we're here to do our job. We're here to show you guys like this little win streak is not a fluke. We're undefeated at home, 3-game win streak. And, like you said, we're going up against Josh Allen, a superstar. But they are actually, ever since Sean McDermott took over, after every bye week, every game that they've played after a bye week, they're 8-0. So I was like, okay, that's interesting. But it's nice to know that they'll be 8-1. After Sunday, because and I'm not being biased. I'm not being biased, but I really, especially after what I've seen from that Falcons game, uh it 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 feels like, or it seems like, that it's just not clicking yet. It's not clicking quite yet for the Bills. It just seems like they're still a little sluggish. Now, obviously, of course, that may change, during the bye week, but they just look a little sluggish, and their run defense isn't that great. They have one of our former players, Shaq Thompson. But I think we could win this game 24-21. Um, I think it'll be a close game. If only if Andy Dalton just man, we don't need Andy to do too much. Do just enough. Do just enough. We don't need no flashy stats. Look, throw a good like 65%. You know what I'm saying? Throw about a good one between 130 to 170. We're good. No turnovers. If we just run the ball like we've been doing against Dallas, Miami, Jets, we'll be fine because their run defense is not all that. Um, but yeah, I think we have the upper hand in this game, especially playing at home once again. I really do like where we're headed, though.
Yeah, I definitely agree as far as like their defense within the run is just not good. Um, it's like it's interesting too because like the Bills are not there yet as far as like being that top tier, but they're 4-2. You expect them to, you know what I'm saying, be up in rank in the conference, but with two back-to-back L's against the Patriots and of course the Falcons, that gives us the edge in going into this game, not just with our win streak, but just how things have broken down within their system and like I said within their run defense, and kind of like what I was saying in my article this week for my internship, like Rico and Chuba just have to run the heck out of the ball.
Yeah,
If they do that and get their open looks and just go, I feel like we definitely have a chance. And like you said, with Andy, he doesn't have to go 200, 250 to win this game. Get a solid 150, 160, and manage the game very well. Like we know he can. During that stretch when Bryce was out, well, not out, like when he was benched.
yeah.
Um, I think he won us like what 1 or 2 games in that stretch.
I think it was one. The
One,
Raiders. Well, when he was injured or when he was benched.
well, he got benched.
Oh yeah, only one game. We only beat the Raiders.
I mean, one is better than zero.
That is true too.
So I believe in Andy. I think he'll be okay. Um, and I definitely agree with getting Tech more involved throughout the entire game
Yeah.
rather than just first or second half. He's so explosive and gets at least 3 to 4, 6, 7 yards after the catch, depending on who's on him and just the space that he has. So I believe in this team. I would say another Dallas Cowboy game, like a late field goal, uh,
Mm,
maybe
mhm.
like 20-17.
Okay. Mhm.
Um, that's if Josh don't go 2024 on us.
Yeah, yeah. I hope that doesn't happen
If
at
he
all.
does that, I mean, it's kind of over. But um, yeah, if our defense um, do its job and get the Josh, and I mean, I feel like we have a chance.
Yeah, so with, Bryce being out, um, man, it does suck because it's just like, dang, like we're finally, well, once again, like we're finally figuring things out, and now the team is in the hands of Andy Dalton, and it's just like, uh, how much do you think with Bryce, being out, how much do you think like he really impacts the team, like his presence being gone, especially now?
A lot of people um talk negative about Bryce with his turnovers and not being able to be that spark plug, I guess you can say, in games. And for us, he's a bona fide game manager, right?
Yeah,
And voting under the pressure. I've said, I think either in the second or the first episode, where like when he's pressured, he definitely isn't the Bryce that we know and love.
yeah,
Um, but his leadership is definitely just top tier based off of interviews and how he interacts with the team and gets everybody involved. Um, it's definitely going to hit, you know. Um, being the flagship guy, being drafted number one can definitely make or break a player, right?
yeah,
Um, and having literally an entire franchise and its fans look at you to uplift a quote unquote dead franchise
yeah,
organization. And so it's going to be felt for sure.
yeah,
Um, but like I said, I think with a vet like Andy, who's he's been through some places with some certain teams and been under that pressure. Um, I think he's going to do well. He's not Bryce, but
yeah,
um, I think he'll do well. But um, that was like the biggest question for me coming into the season, how Bryce is going to combat that last stretch of last season. He played very well. And, in the beginning process, I mean, it was just the same old Bryce in his rookie and sophomore seasons. But, during the streak, it definitely has flourished. Um, and again, when he's not pressured, I ain't gonna say he's one of the best players in the league, but, you
sure
know,
is hard to stop him.
yeah, it's very hard, but he gets the job done for our team. And so,
Yeah,
um, yeah, man, I love Bryce, man.
yeah, man, it's hard. I think this season really dictates, if we really keep Bryce, or if we sign him to an extension, um, because of the first, like, the first 2 years, it was just really hard to get a feel for him, but that back end of the last like six set, oh Jesus, 6 or 7 games. Um, it was just like, okay, we see something now. Can, like you said, can it carry over into next season? And the first game, it was just like, all right, you're not helping, you're not helping your case. But then, like, he slowly and surely started to find his rhythm again. That we started to see, um, in those games, and it's like, okay, well, all right, like you're showing us why you are the number one pick. The throws that he make, sometimes it's a head scratcher. Well, a lot of throws that he make are head scratchers. Like good and bad, good and
Yeah.
bad. 'Cause we're like, how'd you get that off? But then it's like, why'd you throw that? But I mean, yeah, I think the biggest thing I'm kind of worried about with Andy, like, he is a one read guy. He is not trying to get hit, and he is not mobile in any way, shape, or form. So, I just hope, like I said, I hope Andy does just enough to like keep us afloat. Just don't turn the ball over. Especially not with that Bills team. You can't turn the ball over because the more possessions you give Josh Allen, they're just going to chew the clock, and it's not going to be good for us. So we can't allow that to happen. Um, so let's talk about the Browns real quick, man. Um, 6-31 to Miami Dolphins, man. They put the spanking on them. Tua, 100 passing yards, 3 interceptions, 12 completions. That's hot garbage. Dylan Gabriel, 13 for 18, 116 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. I didn't really watch the game like that, but I was like following through. I was like in and out of the game, because we were playing. But man, I don't know. It's hard for me not to say, like, just give Shador a try, bro. Like, watching it, it was a hard watch. That was a hard watch. Um, it's one of those things where Dylan Gabriel is just serviceable. Like, I think in the long run, he can be a great backup quarterback. I mean, because, like, of course, to the eye, like, you see these stats, it's like, oh, that's not bad. But when you watch the game, it's like, that's not gonna help you. Like, thankfully, you guys have a very solid running game, and you guys have a really solid defense to keep you afloat. Because I feel like if that was any other team, um, just even the Falcons, that would have been a nightmare. Um, he cannot push the ball whatsoever. It doesn't look good. Like I said, I just think he'll be a great backup quarterback. I just the way he plays his game or his style of play, um, is not the best. I don't see that being serviceable for the Browns in the long run. So I think Shador should get a shot sooner rather than later because I feel like there's going to be a game that they have eventually that's really going to hurt them, like next week because they have the Patriots. And if Dylan Gabriel, I'm once again like we don't need him to go above and beyond, but like you gotta get the ball out and and I mean like past 15 yards. Like everything is just like short routes, at most intermediate routes. Like there's no deep balls whatsoever. Um, I don't know. I It's hard to watch that game. Tua, hey man, your time is up in Miami, dog. Like you either might get traded this year. I mean this season. If you don't get traded like by the trade deadline, you're most definitely getting traded in the off season. Because I don't see them keeping you. I don't see it. Performance has just been underwhelming, and the comments that he's been making in the media hasn't been great. Um, I don't know. Like it's too much going on with both of these teams that doesn't need to happen. Like it's a lot of unnecessary things that are happening that doesn't need to happen. So yeah, I just wanted your takes on that. The whole quarterback situation on both sides of the team, and if you watch the game, just share your thoughts or whatever the case may be.
I did not watch. I did not watch the game at all. I was too focused on us, and um, I mean, I was checking the scores all around, but was I tuned in into Miami and Cleveland? No, not. Um, I mean, I felt like it's been time for Shador to go out there. Dylan is tolerable. Solid. I mean, not solid. I mean, decent. Um, Stat sheet in that game. No
Yeah,
picks, all that. But does he impact the game though? Like a Shador can. You
yeah,
know, and that what's their record at the moment? Cleveland
2-5.
2-5. I mean, it's 2-5. I mean, look at their the division. Do they even have a chance to win the division? Not at all.
No.
But at this point, I mean,
Well, the Ravens, they got a better record than the Ravens, I think.
that's going to change. Lamar coming back. They're going to come. They're going to be in at least the third or second. For me, as far as the Ravens. But yeah, I mean, it's been time for Shador go out there, show what he has, and be that number one guy. I mean, they put him at number two behind Gabriel, but how many games can you just sit back and just let Gabriel just be Gabriel until it's time? And
Yeah,
so I'll say maybe week we're approaching eight, so I would say either 10 next week, 9 or 10. It'll be Shador time, and yeah, he's gonna set the world on fire. But yeah, Tua is garbage. He's done. I think he averaged like 3 picks in the past like 2-3 games. Yeah, pack him up. And then, like you said, his interviews has not helped his case at all.
yeah,
Just showcasing his lack of leadership, and low key throwing his teammates under the bus, with certain comments. And so, um, yeah, just ship him and McDaniels out of here.
yeah,
Um, Either let Tyreek Hill walk, next season, or trade him. Let him go somewhere else where he can actually compete. Um, and yeah, just be in the running for Archie Manning or somebody in the draft, and just rebuild. Honestly, um, Tua is just he's just not good.
yeah.
I'm
No,
gonna be
it's
honest.
crazy that you say that because, like you said, the past 2 games, one touchdown, 6 interceptions. That's not okay. That is not okay whatsoever. That is not. I don't know who that helped. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help you keep your job. It doesn't help your coach keep his job. The more I'm surprised he hasn't been fired yet.
Yeah,
Especially losing to the Browns, the way they lost to the Browns, 6-31. Y'all make the Browns look like a playoff contender. Wild card.
I don't know who has more picks, him or Gino.
It might be the same. It might be the same. It might be the same. I don't know. I don't know. But Gino need to get up out of here too. They have the same amount of picks. They both have 10 interceptions, but Gino has 7 passing touchdowns and 10 interceptions. Tua has 11 passing touchdowns and 10 interceptions. So it's
Yeah,
still bad.
yeah.
Very, very high turnovers. It's not good at all. Um, hey man, how about the Chicago Bears, man? Hey man, 4-2, dog. 4-2, baby. They've been they they're third in their division.
Hmm.
That's a tough division though, because you got the Packers who's 4-1-1. You got the Lions who's 5-2-2, Vikings 3-3, Bears 4-2. It's very close.
Yeah,
Um, very, very, very good defense. Offense is pretty good. Their offense is actually pretty solid. Caleb Williams and the Ben Johnson connection looks pretty good. Like I said, I just kind of wish it was a little bit more DJ Moore, but he's winning, so I'm pretty sure he's satisfied with that. It just seems like Caleb is once again like just he's doing his job. He's not really turning the ball over. He looks a whole lot better than his rookie year. Um, 9 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, over 1,300 yards. It's not bad. QBR 92.9, 2 rushing touchdowns. I mean, and then you got DeAndre Swift. He's had back-to-back 100-yard rushing games. So they've been really effective on the ground and really using him, in a really good way, the way he needs to be used. And now I do get like, yes, it was against the Saints, but I just feel like I said, like if they could beat the Saints, if they could beat those two teams, and like it would help them. Um, it will help them get to where they need to be with those two games. Like a 4-2 record, that's really solid. Um, who do they have next week? They have the Ravens. Um, I think they could win that game, especially with Lamar still being out.
I thought you coming back. Or is he questionable?
Well, I'm not questioning anything, but I, uh, yeah, I think Lamar is back. Well, that changes a lot of things. Well, sorry, Bears. 4-3. You'll be moving down. Sorry. You know what? No, I'm standing on what I said. Bears are winning this game. Bears are winning this game. It's going to be a shocker because they're going to get Lamar. Lamar is going to have a pretty solid game, but not as great as we think, especially coming back from injury. Huh?
Who's on?
Is that a trick question? They play at the Ravens, dog.
Oh,
Yep, they play at the Ravens.
I don't know about that one.
I think they'll win. I think they'll win. I think they'll win. The score? I think this one might be a. Ooh, I'm gonna go 28-27. I really want to go 28-24, but I'm gonna go 28-27. Um, feel like something late in the game is gonna happen to where it's just like maybe a bad call or a crazy turnover. But
Yeah,
yeah, I got the Bears winning.
yeah. Lamar Jackson coming back from injury. Yeah, he gonna get by a good 2, 3 touchdowns. Maybe run one for himself. Um, shout out to Chicago Bears' defense though. They
Yeah.
helped me tremendously in my fantasy. Um, so I really like Chicago and what they're doing. Their offense is definitely clicking. Um, being 4-2 and now like a very tough division. Like you said with the Packers, Detroit. And who was the other team?
Vikings.
Vikings, right? Yeah, yeah. So, and JJ is still out, but Carson is doing his thing with them and
Right.
carrying the um holding down the fort, for them. And so yeah, it's a very tight window for them, but I feel like they do have a chance, later down in the season to
Yeah.
capture the crown. Um, Even though I feel like that Monday night game was really good by Detroit. But
Yeah.
that was great for us. We have a chance to like one or two more wins. We could be number one. And so
We're number two, baby.
yeah, yeah. So shout out to Detroit for that. But I think Chicago, I could see them. I could see them in the wild card.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
we'll see.
Respect. Respect.
We'll see.
Speaking of a wild card, man, how about a game from the Cowboys, man? 44 points against the Commanders. Talked about it recently. The way they looked, who did they face last week?
Who?
Oh, it was the Bears that they faced. Commanders.
Hmm.
Um, it just don't look the same. It seems like they got them figured out. Now, granted, they are down Terry McLaurin and Debo Samuels, and I understand that, but it don't look right. Something just seems off. Something seems flat. Just the energy of the team just really isn't there. And, Dak put up some big numbers. Um, you got CD Lamb back out there. It was a big game. The kicker Brandon Aubrey, that dude, I got him in fantasy, so he makes life easy for me. But man, how do you feel about the Cowboys, or I mean, shoot, just even the Commanders, based off what we talked about last week? I just think, yeah, I don't know. I don't see the Commanders really doing too much this season. Neither the Cowboys, but at least like they have some firepower on offense.
Yeah, the Commanders definitely isn't the same team of last season. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it is the injuries. And, I think I seen something the other day where Jaden Daniels is going to be out again this week. So that's just, I, that's definitely messing up their chemistry and
Yeah,
their chances to, go back to the NFC Championship.
yeah,
Um, Yeah, I don't. Maybe it's coaching. Maybe it's. I don't know what it is with Washington, but I feel like Dallas is getting things back in order,
yeah,
especially after losing to us. I know that was embarrassing for them,
yeah,
but the comeback to reality, I guess, by defeating their division rival and the Commanders in that fashion was crazy. But um, yeah, Dak is playing on MVP level. Um, if I remember correctly, was Dak in your five in MVP?
yeah. I had them number
Yeah,
5.
yeah, yeah. So, um, I mean, that's pretty much what he has to do, right?
Yeah,
Their defense is the same, obviously, without Micah, and their best way to win games or stay in games is if Dak just goes crazy for 300, 400 plus yards.
yeah,
And just be efficient with that, especially with CD out. Um, yeah, just doing what he has to do, honestly, to keep um, the Dallas Cowboys on the scoreboard. So um, trying to remember. I think Philly's still number one, right, in their division.
yeah.
Then it's Dallas.
Yep. Hold on, it's Philly. Dang, who else is in there? I thought it's not
Dallas,
Dallas Commanders,
Dallas,
Philly, Dallas,
and Washington, New York.
New York. Now that game was crazy. That game, that
Yeah.
28-7 in the fourth quarter, dog. 28-7. And you lose 32-33. You want to know what's crazy? You know the kicker for the Giants went to Chawan?
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. My guy Dante, shout out Dante. He posted, he was like, no wonder why the Giants are losing. And I was like, nah, there's no way. Sure enough, I was like, it's actually him. Crazy. Yeah, I thought that was insane to know. Like, we had a kicker, make it to the NFL, and he cost him the game twice. Man, 32-33, man. I didn't really, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really um have Bo Nix high on my chart just as a quarterback. Especially because he's a little bit older. But man, I'm being honest, he looks really good. Um, I thought they just kind of got by with the Broncos defense last year getting into the playoffs. But this season, I think, man, Bo Nix is just, I think he's really good. Uh, especially to come back the Eagles game, right? Big game. Then to come back, the Giants 28-7. Like, I don't care who it is, to come back down from 28-7, especially in the fourth quarter, it's really impressive. Um, I thought he did what he was supposed to do, bring his team back, and for them to keep their composures and stay in the game, regardless of what the scoreboard was. Like, that's really, really impressive. And that Broncos defense, man, is really something. The Giants offense, I thought they looked pretty good. Just drain the clock, man. Just drain the clock a little bit sooner. Jackson Dart, he does look really good. That turnover really hurt him. Scat Pack, he looked, good. The offense was
Scat.
firing off. Yeah. They were firing off on all cylinders, but the Broncos just got the better end of the stick. Giants defense, they played solid until, you know, um, it was time to actually really play. Our guy Brian Burns, he's having a career year. 9 sacks within the first 7 games. Like, that's really impressive. He's about to supersede his career high. So it sucks to kind of see him like still be on the losing end of the stick while putting up his best numbers yet. But yeah, Kendrick, what were your thoughts on that game?
How? Just how? How do you lose that? Um, One of my internship, I guess the owner of the internship,
Yeah,
and he's a Denver Broncos fan, so he was out there watching the game. He was just elated, about them winning in that fashion, and so yeah, it's one of those things where it's like you ball, like of course you had that costly turnover, from Dart, but at the same time, I mean, he played very well. Um, Obviously, for them to be up as much as they were going into the fourth, um, defense didn't do their job. You know what I mean? And for them to come back like that and to steal that victory, it was crazy. Bo Nix, I mean, like you, I wasn't the biggest Bo Nix fan,
yeah,
but I had my eye on him. You know what I'm saying? And so this that game definitely put him on the map, to um, to never truly quit on a game
Yeah,
and not have that mindset of, oh, we'll get them next game.
yeah,
Even though there's still 15 minutes left on the clock for a whole nother quarter. And
yeah.
so that showed not just the Broncos' resiliency, but also Bo's, and a very well earned victory for them. And Dallas, they go back home.
Yeah.
Not Dallas, but New York go back home and just like lick their wounds and figure out what's up, and then on to the
On
next.
to the next.
Yeah,
On
that's all
to
you
the
can
next. All right. Well, I think that's about it for NFL, my guy. How you feel about opening night yesterday, NBA?
Oh man, I love NBA. I love basketball, man. I love football, of course, but basketball has always been like that sport for me to like follow and talk about. Um, an amazing game, the very first game of the new season. Two, not one, but two overtimes for the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Houston Rockets. An amazing um, just game throughout. Seeing OKC's opening, ring night. That was amazing to see their very first banner as an organization, even as a Seattle Supersonics. Um, so that was really really cool, and just reliving that run of theirs back in last season, from obviously the season, but also in the playoffs and that 7-game series with Indiana. Um, really put not just Shea, but also guys like Check on the map.
Yeah,
Uh, Jalen Williams and uh, Lou Dort. You know what I'm saying? And so
yeah,
um, they had a lot riding on them to defend their titles. And on the opposite side, you got the new look Houston Rockets, of course, led by um, Kevin Durant. One
yeah,
of my favorite players of all time. Um, and it's super crazy to say, but he's in his 19th season. That is
weird,
crazy to say.
weird.
Um, but yeah, Kevin Durant did Kevin Durant things. I mean, he's damn near 6, 7 foot. Like, you can't do anything with that. Um, all you can do is just contain him. You can't stop a player like that. Um, but also, seeing guys step up like a Sangoon in the clutch, especially with his, I think it was like wasn't it a late game three that he hit to send
The
it over to?
overtime. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So Jabari Smith Jr., of course, doing big things. Um, Steven Adams still making an impact down low, and so
yeah. That was weird.
yeah. So I think it's just them needing like a true point guard.
Yeah,
I mean, Reed is, he's serviceable, but I feel like, losing Fred Van Vliet definitely um, is going to hit him hard, later down in the season,
yeah,
especially in the postseason. Um, but I mean, Amen Thompson is really, really good. Like, one of the best, premier defenders in the league, in my
yeah,
opinion. Alongside his brother Asar. Like, I don't know who taught him to play basketball, but yeah.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, that team is like crazy good. But the overall game, it was great, to see basketball again, man.
yeah,
So I loved it. And then of course you had the Lakers and the Warriors. Um, I mean, it was cool. No LeBron James.
yeah,
Luca carried as much as he could. But that babyface assassin, man, Steph Curry,
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler, Jeremiah Green did his thing as well. So overall, man, I'm just happy to see the basketball back, and happy to see um, people that I grew up watching still playing,
Yeah.
because next thing you know, they're gonna be gone.
Yeah. Um, your Bulls, they're winning 49-64 at the half. I think what I like about your team for sure, or the biggest accusation. Wow. I
Josh
bomb.
Giddey,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah,
Very much needed.
yeah,
Very much needed. Um, I really do like how Josh plays. It's nothing like flashy, nothing spectacular, but he gets the job done easily. Um, I like players like Josh Giddey, who
yeah.
is well rounded offensively, can rebound really good, can score whenever they actually want to, but can also facilitate and really slow the game down. Um, so how do you feel about the Bulls this season?
I feel like we're still in that rebuild mode. Um, guys like you said, Josh Giddey, um, Kobe White, of course, um, you know, Patrick Williams. I can't say his last name, but Ayo.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
something like that. Yeah.
yeah,
Um, of course, Vucevic, um, down low. And so I feel like we're still that middle of the pack team that is climbing the ranks in the Eastern Conference. Of course, you've got heavy hitters like the Milwaukee Bucks, Boston Celtics, the Knicks, Cleveland Cavaliers. The Pacers would not be the same team last season. Now that Miles Turner's in Milwaukee now, and
yeah,
um, Tyrese Halliburton's probably not going to come back until next season. So they're pretty much done. So, and I think TJ McConnell is hurt too. So
yeah.
they're done, bro. That's
It was good while it lasted, man.
yeah,
It was
for
good
sure.
while it lasted.
They're done. So if they're lucky, they might go into play in, but that's as far as I see them going.
Yeah,
Um, and so even though they have, like I said, the Knicks, Boston, Milwaukee, Cleveland, and also sleeper teams that I was saying in my video, like teams like the Magic are going to be in there.
yeah,
Um, I said the Hornets too, if they stay healthy and the rookies step in, like Con Kneppel and the rest of the Duke guys.
yeah,
I feel like they could low key sneak in there in the play in. Because I think you said they're winning right now, right?
yeah. We're winning. I think like 98. No, I lied. We are winning 102 to 119. Fourth quarter, 8 minutes left.
Yeah. And so yeah, if they stay healthy, they can do it. But as far as the Bulls, yeah, I feel like they could be mm, 6, 7 seed,
Hmm.
8 if they stay healthy. Led by, like I said, Josh and Kobe, um, and the rest of the crew. Uh,
Hmm.
I'm not one of those fans that's going to say, "Oh, we're going to the championship." Like, no, we're far
Yeah,
from
like no, I'm not. Yeah, yeah.
it.
I don't do that.
Yeah, but we're gonna make some noise later, sooner or later.
Yeah, I think the game yesterday, man, that was a nice, especially the Rockets and Thunder. That was a great way of opening the NBA season. I actually like NBC, especially just having Jamal Crawford. The commentary was actually really good. I just thought it was the beautiful way to just open it up. you know, KD fouling out, unfortunately. Chet and Isaiah Hartenstein fouling out as well. The Thunder, they could not find a 3-point shot, but they could make the buckets when they count. Um, Tremendous defense by Alex Caruso, especially during crunch time. Um, Amen Thompson, he's going to be a force. Like when the game really slows down for him, like year 4, I think that's when it's really going to start to click for him.
Yeah.
Because just seeing how aggressive he was playing yesterday, I'm like, ooh, when he like really get when he really gets the rhythm of what the NBA is like, or when it finally clicks for him, I think everyone's in trouble. I'm gonna be honest because he is so fast, he is so quick. Like I said, the assertiveness he had on the offensive end, even though he's really a defensive player and a tremendous defensive player, like it is insane how good he looks on the perimeter, especially with the guards and forwards that he has to go up against, especially in the West, is really commendable for him to do what he did last year. But then just to even see a small sample size from yesterday, like it was like, oh yeah, we the league is going to be in trouble. Shingun, he had a phenomenal game. Phenomenal game. I got to talk about this real quick. I'm sorry. I don't know how the ref missed that timeout, that technical foul. How I don't know how they missed that. Like, how do you, first of all, why would KD even do that? Like, I don't know what was, I don't know if it's because, it's the first game of the season again. I don't know. But for you, you're in your 19th season, y'all used all y'all timeouts, and you go and call a timeout. I was like, that's kind of crazy. Like that, I would expect a Shingun or Amen Thompson or a Reed Shepard to do that, not KD. So like when he did that, I was kind of shocked. I was like, there is no way he literally just there's no way he just did that. And he did. And I was like, wow. But they got away with it. Um yeah, I was really at a loss for words. Um, the Lakers and Warriors game, I thought that was it was a game. Um, the not having LeBron obviously makes a huge difference. Luka did what he could do. Yeah, without LeBron, this Laker team is not going anywhere far. They don't
Yeah.
look there, if I'm being honest. Um, I don't know why they still have Gabe Vincent. That's just me. That's just me. That's just me. I'm sorry. Um, I don't know why they still have Gabe Vincent. I don't know what good he actually does, for them. But what do I know? I'm just a, football player who knows a little bit of basketball. Um, yeah, I don't see the Lakers doing anything. The Warriors look good. The Warriors look really good. Um, everyone just kind of firing off on all cylinders. Just playing well-rounded basketball as a team. That's what the Warriors are known for. Like anyone is going to have a good night. So to see Jimmy Butler and then Steph Curry, like I said, like everyone just competing together, it looked really, really good. So yeah, uh, yeah, yeah. I'm looking forward to this NBA season, especially with Michael Jordan now joining, doing commentary. This is going to be really interesting, or becoming an analyst, whatever the case may be. This is going to be really, really interesting to see. Um, especially while LeBron may be in his possible last year, maybe. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Um, things are looking up for the Hornets. I'm a Hornets fan, by the way, for the people who don't know. I'm a big Hornets fan. Um, LaMelo is my guy. Miles, everyone. I've been a fan even when we were 7-59. That was a tough year. Uh, that was actually my first year living in Charlotte. That was Kemba Walker rookie year. I It was a crazy, crazy year. So it's nice to see that we are actually winning in a reasonable manner. 106-28, 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I'll take that. I like what we have in Charles Lee. He's a player's coach for sure. He's very involved. He is very hands on, and that's what we needed. I like the addition of Colin Sexton. Um, Sexton balls. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Um, Con Knipple. I'm sorry. I got to get it together. We got a nice roster, but it would be nice to see Grant Williams back. I know, his stats don't really show how impactful he is, but when we lost him with the torn ACL, it really just hurt us as far as our rotation. We didn't have as much muscle, so anything that was like in the paint, we really couldn't do anything. So
Nurkic out there too, right?
no, we traded him. That's how we got Colin Sexton because we traded him.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right, that's right. That's right.
Yep, that's how we got Colin Sexton.
What big man y'all have? Y'all have Mark Williams, of course, but who's coming off the bench?
No, so we traded Mark Williams to the Suns. Yeah, we traded him in the offseason.
So who y'all big man?
Musa Diabate, Mason Plumlee, Ryan Kalbrenner. He's a center from BYU, so he's a rookie. He's not bad. He looks okay. He looks okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he looks okay. I mean, I don't really have any complaints. Not now, especially that we're winning. And for us to be going up against the Nets who have a Nick Claxton, I'm not complaining. First career game, he has a double double. He goes 5 for 6, 10 points, 10 rebounds. That's really solid. Um, yeah. Musa Diabate, our other center, 13.6 rebounds, 5 for 6, 3 for 4 at the free throw line. Yeah, we look pretty solid. Everyone is getting some type of playing time, so it actually looks nice to see. It's always good when everyone is able to get some burn. So yeah.
Most definitely, man. But who do you see as like a possible MVP? Who's in like the MVP candidates race right now?
Oh shoot, I ain't gonna lie, this thing is wide open. Shay, obviously.
Yeah,
Um,
because in my video I have 4 people right now.
okay.
I said, of course, Shay. I said Ant Man, Ant Man, Steph, and Jalen Brunson. Yep, those are my 4 right now.
Okay. Um, I gotta think. So I got Shay for sure. I kind of want to go Nikola Jokic again because of like he just has that. You know, he's just been in the running for so long. It's just like It's almost like one of those Pat Mahomes type of thing. Like he's just always in the running.
Yeah.
Um, I got Shea, Pat Mahomes. Oh, wow. Nikola Jokic. I actually have Giannis back in it. Um, oh, Shea, Giannis, Nikola, Hold on, shit. I kinda want to go Luca, especially since he's in LA now. But it also depends on like if he wins. And I think so. Here's my dark horse: Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I do like the Anthony Edwards one though. I do like that one. I think that's a really solid one. I JB is a good one too. I think he'll finish in the like top 8. I just maybe because of his style of play and who he plays with, he may not get it. Like I don't know. I think he'll most definitely make like an NBA All Second team. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe first this year. Maybe first this year.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just think it's one of those things where obviously, like he's overlooked. He's. I don't know. I just think that he wouldn't. I don't know. I don't know. I hope I'm wrong, but I think he would finish in like the top 8.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got Shea, Nikola, Giannis, Victor, and Luca.
That's solid. Very solid.
Yeah. Um. What was I about to say? What team do you think we should like? Who's your dark horse? Like, okay, matter of fact, who's your way too early finals matchup?
Oh, I said it in my video. I said the Thunder and
You better not say Cavaliers. You
yeah,
better not say Cavaliers.
Cleveland, bro.
Oh my gosh, they're not the bro. I don't think they're ever gonna go to the finals.
They were. I mean, I ain't gonna say they were close because they lose in like the first round, second round.
Yes,
Yeah,
I can't see it.
yeah, yeah. Then they have the best record too.
Yes.
Yeah. Um, that's just like right now. Um, I feel like even though Milwaukee has gotten better essentially, but at the same time, it's still the Giannis show,
Yeah.
and without him, I mean, they're mediocre. He makes everyone better, and so um, we're not gonna know what Boston's gonna look like now. Now that Drew Holiday is out, Porzingis is out, Horford went to Golden State, um, and Tatum's gonna be out for a while. So it's literally gonna be the Jaylen Brown, Derek White show until whenever, And so um, definitely not going to be the same team. Of course, they got Simon's out there at the one, but how far he going to take them?
Yeah.
Boston is definitely not going to be the same team in first half of the season. We have to see what New York does. They pretty much have the same team, but different head coach now with Mike Brown. And
Yep.
so, how is that dynamic going to work out for them, down the stretch of the season? And so that's to be, determined for them. And so, yeah, right now, Cleveland is that team that's like a clear favorite in the East right now. Anyway, I got to see how they play. Their first couple games, and my takeaways with that. But um, in the West, it's very tight. Of course, you have the Thunder. Um, we just got done talking about the Houston Rockets, and
Yeah,
in my personal opinion, I feel like this is not his very last, but this is KD's very best chance post Golden State to win a championship. Um,
absolutely.
Brooklyn had its promises, with him, Kyrie, and James Harden, just didn't work out, and somewhat of a chance in Phoenix with him and D Book, but obviously it didn't work out. With him, D Book, and Beal, two of them being injury prone, it's like then on top of that, not much of a depth on the bench. Like they wasn't gonna go too far.
Right.
So this is yeah, KD's best chance to get it because Houston's so well rounded, um, and actually deep, on their bench and definitely have players that can also step up, not just Kevin Durant. And so I look forward to that. And then of course Dallas, Cooper Flag, Anthony
Yeah.
Davis, um, that whole brand new unit out there. T Woods gonna come back at him, with Ant Man, of course, Rudy Gobert, and Julius Randle. Um, Nuggets are gonna have something to say with Jokic.
Ooh,
They
yeah. Yeah.
had a couple pieces moved around here and there, but they still have the same team essentially. Um, and so him and Jamal Murray are, together. It's definitely a problem. And so, uh, yeah, those are like my top five teams in the West right now. And then, of course, you have teams like the Clippers that can surprise a lot of people if they stay healthy. A lot of people say Houston won that trade with Phoenix, but Phoenix looks good.
Phoenix,
Good.
man. Yeah.
With Jalen Green out there with D Book and Dylan Brooks and Mark Williams, like you said, he's out there now.
Yep.
Grayson Allen, of course, and so they could be a sneaky team that can. They a sneaky team that can, make it out. Not out
Yeah. I got you.
conference, but like a play-in opportunity. But um, I mean, you mentioned Victor. I mean, Spurs, they look decent too. They look decent, with of course Victor at the helm, but of course guys like D Fox,
Yeah.
Cool, Harrison Barnes, of course, and so there's so many pieces, and of course, I mean, right now you can't say LA. I mean the Lakers,
Yeah.
but you never know what they can do later on in the season, especially when Bron comes back. So
Love
there's
the
so many moving parts.
LeBron James.
You
Sorry.
said,
Oh, I was just singing a LeBron song. I'm a Bron sexual, so
oh man,
um yeah, I think this year is most definitely wide open. I do have the Thunder going back. Will they win? Up for debate.
yeah,
I think they have a strong chance though. To keep the same team. That's always impressive, or that's always nice. That's what gets you far into the playoffs. And it seems like that their uh, bench got a whole lot better. Um, I do like Kason Wallace, uh, the 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 guard for the Thunder. I think he had like 5 or 6 steals yesterday. Put up a good amount of points. Hit a huge three to send them into overtime or the second overtime. It was one of the two, but he had a big shot. Um, Very serviceable player. So I do have Thunder going to the finals. I do think the Timberwolves can redeem themselves. depending on, I can't believe
matchup.
I want to say this. Yes, matchup, but like what helps them but also hurts them is Rudy Gobert.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
it helps having them, but it hurts them also. And it's just like, so yeah, I do have the Timber. I think it will be the Timberwolves versus Thunder in the Western Conference Finals. Um, I've thought about the Warriors, but um, too injury prone for me. Um, I feel like they're just top heavy. Their bench isn't. I think their bench is what will hurt them. In the long run. Um, East, I think the Bucks have a big chance of doing something to make some noise. Uh, yeah, I think the Bucks will do something. Um, Trying to think who else. I kind of want to say the Knicks, but I don't see it, especially with I was about to say Tom Thibodeau. We'll just see how it looks mid-season
Mhm.
because of like we're so used to the Knicks playing super heavy minutes. So like, will that change? And if it does, what does that look like? Uh, because you do have a Miles McBride. You got a solid rotation up in New York. So, we'll see if they'll make any trades. But I think my dark horse to go to the finals this year for the East is the Orlando Magic.
Finals? The finals.
The finals. Um, they have Paolo Banchero. Whoa, don't do that. Because we was just looking at the Pacers like that. The Pacers, and they made it.
Yeah.
Um,
And I
you know,
think getting Desmond Bain gonna help them too.
exactly. I think they have the probably the most complete starting five because you have a Wendell Carter. You have
Yeah.
Wendell Carter, very serviceable. You have Paolo Banchero, phenomenal. You have Franz Wagner, really good bucket getter. You got Desmond Bain, and you got Jalen Suggs. I think all of that. I mean, when you hear that, it's like no one is like, well,
Yeah.
I mean, Paolo, he's the superstar, but like
Yeah.
nobody on that list is a slouch.
Yeah.
Like everyone, and I think everyone is pretty. Their weakest link really in that starting five would be Desmond Bain, and that's only because of defense. But his defense isn't that bad either. So it's just like, man, I think they have and they're young. They're all young. I think the oldest one in that starting five maybe Franz or Wendell Carter. And well, that's like 26.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of impressive. So I got the Magic possibly going to the finals. So I got the Magic versus the Thunder. I think that's if that happens, I think that's going to be a great series. I think it will be the series that we were looking for in the Pacers and Thunder.
Yeah, that's solid.
You should have seen your face when I said that. The Magic.
Magic.
Yeah.
They ain't done nothing since Shaq.
Yeah, that's why they got Palo now.
Yeah. Well, I take that back. Dwight Howard did his thing out there. But
Ooh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to Under the Lights with the McKnights. I'm your host once again, Lonnie.
I'm gonna do it every single time.
I am your host. I am a co-host, Lonnie, and this is your co-host, Kendrick. Thank you guys for tuning in. Kendrick, hit him with the line one time.
Oh, make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content. Follow us on Instagram. Isn't the Lights Pod, right?
Underscore the lights.
Underscore the
Underscore
Lights
the lights. Dot pod.
dot
Yeah,
pod.
yeah.
Like
Dot pod.
I have, of course, like you and I are both like logged into the account ourselves. And
Yep.
so sometimes like I get notifications, like, oh, so and so started following me. I was like, who is this?
Yep.
Then I look, oh, it's the pod. Okay.
Yeah. Nah, same. I'll be like, huh? Yeah, nah, same. So thank you guys for just even following. We appreciate it. Give us a look on YouTube. Um, under the lights with the McKnights. Um it's like, Kendrick dog, you crack me up, man. But yeah, we look forward to continue dropping content throughout the NBA season, NFL season, whatever the case may be, all seasons. You know what I'm saying? We're just here to give masses for the A double snakes, if you're following me. So thank you guys once again for tuning in, and we will see you next week. Peace.